Bendy! Stop. Alright, guys, I'm going to be streaming, so kind of keep it down. Howdy, y'all. What are we doing? That's a smidge loud. Still too loud. That's not the music I want. I need to find another playlist. That's not gonna cut it. Let's see. I would like some music. Music. Let's see here. Okay. So, once I find said music, we'll get on with the program, but I don't remember what the channel is I was using. I think this is it. Now, what I'm concerned about is hopefully this is I think this is the one. Maybe not. I suppose we'll find out. Let's see. And hopefully it's not too loud. I don't know. Something in the background. Hopefully I don't get flagged for it. If I do, then this VOD won't have any audio. So, we are going to play some Kerbal. We are going to continue on what we were working on yesterday, which was practicing. Actually, it was the first time I've ever actually docked. It's the second time I ever rendezvoused with something. We're going to crack open nice cold LaCroix. Pamplemousse. Good stuff. And I've got my coffee. And we are having a special treat this evening for dinner. Pizza and wings. Which is not something I usually eat. Anymore. Alright, that's going to be too loud. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Alright, who we got? Tigoraki out there? I still feel like that's a little too loud. Just trying to get my levels right here. That's about as quiet as I can get it. So, we will move forward with that. If it becomes troublesome, bothersome, annoying, we'll turn it off. Let's see. My puppy is squealing because she wants her mommy to come home. Alright, now, last time, we were up in space. We had docked our rendezvous craft with our basic hab module. And for some reason, every time I end up coming up here, I'm in the dark. Well, I'm in the dark all the time, but you know what I mean. Alright. Okay. So let's just look and see what we've done here. Right? We have docked our rendezvous craft here with our hab module, which is a really basic, I call it hab module. These really were built. I'm in sandbox mode because I'm learning how to maneuver ships and how to work with ships. Once I get sandbox mode to where I'm able to handle, you know, myself in space with relative ease and have at least some semblance of an idea of what I'm doing, then we'll go ahead and we'll switch. We'll do a career, and we'll actually we'll work on a career. And I don't know if we'll work on a science career, or we'll go full on money, the whole lot. We'll see. But that's my goal, and my goal is to kind of spread throughout the solar system. So let's see, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? These auto host features are interesting. It's awesome. QRDS2 is auto hosting, and PreacherMan23 is auto hosting. Thanks to both you guys for your keen interest in our channel. That's us. I don't know. So I'm wondering what I should do next, and what I did a little bit earlier off stream was I transferred Valentina from here up to, okay, I can't have two competing music, hang on. There we go. That'll work. All right, so I transferred Valentina, who's the one that brought the rendezvous ship up to here. So I've got a pilot up here, and I moved who's in here? Bob, my scientist, up in here, and then I brought Bill, my engineer, into here for return. But I'm thinking about it. And again, number one, we're in sandbox mode, and so it's not. I mean, I'm gonna practice sending things, but I'm not doing like real science here or anything like that. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and bring everybody but Valentina down, and then come back up and get Valentina. So, and we'll just leave this as kind of a low LEO outpost that we'll just practice docking to. Let's see. So, and we could do something with it later, because we are pretty full fuel here, and I think that, I mean, I don't know, I'd have to look at it, but I'm pretty sure that would be enough to at least get us on like a free return around the moon or something like that, back to Kerbin, possibly. Again, I don't run the numbers, but I think that would be enough to get us there and back. So let's I'm hoping these craft will survive re-entry. I've done no testing with this, so I'm totally allowed to save and return. I slapped these together really quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to undock, and what I do know, keep dropping frames. Interesting. I'm not noticing it there. Let me see. How can I see if I'm dropping frames? Where's the statistics thing? I thought it could be your end, it could be my end, it could just be Twitch. Let me look. Video quality. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I have 20 skipped frames. I don't know if that's good or not. I've been online for a few minutes now. So, let's see, sorry. Alright, so I'll watch this. I'm at 20 right now. It is possible I'm streaming at 3,500, so I'm wondering if maybe I need to bump that down a little bit. Let me see. If it becomes a problem, what I can do on my next stream, I'll bounce the I'll change the bitrate to the video bitrate to something a little lower. So anyway, so what we'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and move. I'll leave a pilot up here in case I need that, but we'll do a transfer crew. Bob, we're gonna bring him back. I don't even know why I took him up there. I just loaded up a capsule and I went. Let's see. So, other than that, Valentina's the only one up here. So let's lights off. Yeah, I think that's it. What I'm gonna do is I'll wait for Tigrok. I'll wait for Tigrok to get back online for him to reboot his router, and then we'll do this reentry. For the interim, you know, last night I had Ty_SP came on, and he was our latest stream follower. I guess we had somebody else come on when Preach was streaming after me later in the evening. And AJD NASCAR. Oh, that was okay. Yeah. So he was streaming some racing. But anyway, so Ty_SP came on and brilliantly walked me through the process of getting my craft docked. So I was super happy about that. Now I'm gonna undock, which should be fairly straightforward, and return the vessel and recover it, and then we'll do another launch. This time with an empty capsule aside from the pilot, which will be Jeb, and we'll come up and get Valentina and bring her back. Hey, Tugaraki, you there? I'm pretty excited about this, guys. I got to be honest with you. I'm really excited about that. What I'm nervous about is that I'm going to forget everything that I was taught last night. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm actually going to go ahead and decouple because returning is not that big of a deal. I do hope that I put a heat shield on this. So do I have a heat shield on this? That's a great question. Well, if I don't, I'm going to revert, and we'll just have to, like, design a new ship and come up and get that. Oh, wait a minute. Did I put... Yeah, I got a whole bunch of side shoots. This is completely a test. I did almost no forethought into this. I just had a bunch of side shoots here. All right, so... Now, when I switch this... So here's a great question. Okay, there is a heat shield. What? So now, should I control from here? That's what I don't understand completely, is controlling from specific spots. Let's see, I need to look that up really quick. Let's see what it says here. Oh no, that's a mod. Right-click the docking port on your ship and hit control from here. Now, activate what's happening now is the docking port will be seen as the center of your ship. Oh, okay. So whatever you're doing is the center of the ship, essentially. Is kind of. All right. So we'll want to control from... Once we undock, we'll want to control from there. From crew module. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Yep. say that with such conviction. That's right. That's precisely it. Yes, I believe that is the case. What did I just do? I didn't touch anything. I didn't touch anything. Okay. You know what? There's something that's bugging me on the Streamlabs thing that I want to fix. It's driving me up a wall. Well, yes, I just staged something, but I don't see what I just staged. Show, enable, always show messages. Boom. That's what I wanted. There we go. I mean, it kind of blocks the screen a little bit. I guess I can move it down, but I like to... This space junk just hit the world. I'm going to go ahead and undock, and let's just see what happens, because I did F5 a little bit ago while I'm connected. So, what do you guys think about, Tugark, what do you think about this still showing everything? Because it was, like, fading after a minute. And I kind of like that it stays up there. I will say that, you know, if we start getting a lot of people in chat, this boxiness won't work. It will just be too much. I don't know what just happened. What's really weird is that I could have staged anything up here, too. Let's undock and find out. Oh. I was on the right ship. Why is it not letting me control? What's going on? I have no controls right now. You can see the numbers? Okay, I'll change it back. The wheel's working. Oh, RCS was turned off. Duh. Therp. You didn't see RCS was turned off. Okay. Alrighty then. Well done. Well done. We'll see a HAB module. Godspeed. So you can say cool things like that. Hey, how's the music? Is it too loud? Look at that. All right, so we want to, what is our, current orbit? The music's a bit loud. Golly. Okay. Let's try that. Let's see if the music just got better. I just want it to barely be kind of like there. Oh, you're in Discord. Okay, cool. Sorry, I invite you to Discord and I don't show. Okay, I'm in Discord. I don't see you. There you are. Testing 1, 2. Not seeing you light up as if you're talking. Oh, you lost your push to talk. 10-4. we're going to. So I don't know what would be an appropriate, like, way to go about. This is going to be weird. I need to fix this. Hang on. I need to disable my push to talk.
Shoot to the moon and come back.
Think I can make it out to the moon? Not on just these thrusters, I don't think. Oh, that would be interesting. I mean, we give it a shot. Can you hear me all right?
Yep.
I turned the overall volume down so to keep the music quieter, but that's going to make you quiet. So what are you hearing on stream in terms of your voice and being too low?
It seems fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have much thrust left, do you?
No.
Actually, do you even? It's fine. Okay. Yeah, you don't have.
Okay, wait a minute. I've got secondary audio coming from somewhere. Where are you coming from? All right, you still there?
Yes.
So, and I also forget kind of how to go about doing this too, so. Come on now. Why are you freaking out on me?
Problem is, if you go out and come back, you're going to have enough propellant to redock. Because you're at what, 58, 59?
Well, yeah, no. I wouldn't come back to dock. I would. There we go. I would. The controls are really twitchy. I would actually want to come back and kind of free return and back into Kerbin. I don't know why this is being so twitchy.
Oh, that is nasty.
So 847 delta. I gotta remember how to read all these screens. I need 847 and I have 867. You want to talk about cutting it fine? I don't think we're gonna do the moonshot. That's all right. I'm anxious to do another docking maneuver, so, and I'm not even certain that I'm gonna be able to land this thing. So this thing could burn up. I didn't really design it necessarily. I kind of designed it to come back. So we'll see. Again, being sandbox mode, just more important about the maneuvers themselves.
Yeah.
Whoa! Did you see that? I thought I was moving down away from it, and then look, this thing comes flying back in front of me. The HAB module comes flying back down. We almost had a collision. Yeesh.
Did you time warp?
Yeah, I time warped.
Yeah, time warp physics always been a little wonky sometimes.
Yeah. that means our orbits are dramatically changing right now. What are our orbits? Rendezvous craft debris. What did I spit off? Oh, that was from earlier. What'll be really fun is, excuse me, at some point, doing like a debris collection mission.
Hippie.
Yeah, well, you know. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and position ourselves into a. Actually, let's go ahead and just map out a maneuver. Where do we want to burn? This is another thing I haven't mastered anything in this game, but I want to. I'm trying to remember where it is in the curve that I want to land. There's the desert. Okay. Right. So there's the base. So I want to land out in here. So I think we'll just add a maneuver here. So let's see, where's our. We're not going to do a rendezvous. Is there one that shows my. With Kerbal Flight Engineer, is there one that shows my projected based off what I'm working on right now, like my maneuver?
I don't know if I ever even really knew that. There might be. There's also, I just found a mod called there's also MechJeb. Mod called.
Yeah, MechJeb I've heard of. Then I always forget, do I want to be on a shallow, excuse me, a shallow entry or a steep entry? Doesn't really matter because I always end up coming in short, I think. Alright, let's see what that does. Alright, so let's maneuver to. Interesting. That's a little lag. I will say this, remember I used to have all the crashing issues?
Yes.
Just put enough RAM in your machine. That fixes a lot of problems.
What are you up to? 16?
16. I was trying to stream and run things at high resolution with 8. That's like hopping on a horse and then choking it with the reins. It's just wrapping a rope around its neck and saying, "Run faster, dang you." Wait a minute. Why would I point? Oh, because I'm not there yet.
Or put an E85 in a Porsche.
There you go. dark side of the planet. I'm curious, where did the... Yeah, we got a good distance away from the hab module now. Alright. No. Making things difficult. Okay. Preparing for our burn. It's a 31-second burn. I would say that was loud.
Holy shnikes.
Yeah. I would say that was loud, and that burn was too long. I don't remember how to do any of this. Alright, we want to keep pointing retro. I don't know why the lights aren't on here. I don't have anything on the outside, so it's not like it really matters. Can't see a bloody thing. What's that up there? Let me actually... That was really loud. That was louder than yesterday. I don't know why that was so loud. Maybe because I was right on top of it, but... Alright, we've got separation between the hab module and the rendezvous module. Now I'm trying to remember what is it, because we're going to start speeding up quite a lot. Oh geez. Oh geez. Okay. It just seemed like it locked up for a second. I was like, oh, this is not good. Alright, electric charge is good. These guys are probably gonna... I mean, I'm gonna bring in the solar panels, but they'll probably still burn up, because... Probably should have put them on the engine. But that's okay. Okay. So the one thing about streaming that's a little bad is you got this big light in your face here, so it's I'm like, I can't see the screen.
What are you using for a light?
I have a so I've got a cheapo light pole and cheapo umbrella that I bought when I was buying this stuff.
No, weren't you... Were you meaning to come back with all that? Yeah, I forgot the engine still. What about if you throttle up? What about if you throttle up? So what you're saying is you're strapped to a bomb.
Parachutes are enough. Wait a minute, I had more parachutes than that. I thought I had more parachutes.
We got 6.
See ya. I guess I didn't know that shit. Oh, that's gonna land on my head.
Yeah, there you go. All right, turn off your SAS. That might have been part of it too.
I forget at what point I'm supposed to shoot out my chutes.
Depends on if you set the triggers or whatever. Oh yeah, you're good.
Whatever, I can still recover. It works. Actually, I'm gonna set these two. And the rest.
2,000 meters.
I'm guessing it didn't survive. And the other one should. That should slow us under 8. I think I'm over water. Yes, I am. Where did we end up landing versus where we wanted to land? Actually, I don't think too far off, because I think that's Kerbal Space Center right there. Hey, not bad. Since we're over the ocean, we can fizz forward here a little bit. What this is displaying all the time. It's annoying. How about them apples? We went up last night, we rendezvoused, we docked, we grabbed some crew, we brought them back. Nice.
Jebediah is happy. He's dancing.
That's right. Jeb's a happy guy. I ordered so I redid my office.
Did you get your sit-stand desk?
No, that's not happening till... That won't happen for probably a few months. Too many... This is tax season. I'm going to have to pay taxes out the wazoo and stuff like that. Alright, we're going to recover. Just too many expenses this year.
I understand that.
Well, not this year, but right now. Alright, so now that I've docked once, I'm like, okay, let's build a massive space station. I haven't even proven that I can dock again. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to prove that I can dock again. Now, I went back and I watched my video from last night. And I kind of see some of the things that I didn't understand at the time, or I was like spatially having a hard time with.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna be a little bit better now, but there was definitely some things that I missed. Let's see. What is that? Did I build that? I didn't build that. No, these are some of those ones that come with the game. Okay. It's gotta be. I don't remember building. No, yeah. Okay. So let me bring up one that I did. Which is the same rocket that we launched before, but I want to look at my staging a little bit because something got jacked with my staging and I had to change it. I changed it while I was attached to the hab module. That means I better check the hab module staging because that hab module can actually come back. That's assuming... I don't know that I'll have it come back with anybody but a basic pilot on it because it's got a heat shield and stuff like that, I think. But I don't know if it can. The chutes are enough to slow it down with the weight that's on the hab module. Okay, so let's see. That's fine. I'm debating between should I launch in terms of staging, right? So should I fire off the engines and then let it go, or should I just let it go all at once? Those cats will fly off.
I've seen it both ways. I think it depends on.
I mean, how much TWR you got, I guess. Like, immediately available. Let's do it that way, see what happens. Right. And those cats go off. And then we lose that. Then we can keep that guy. Hey, there he is. What's going on, Ty? So, it does depend on thrust weight, okay. Well, I am, I think your thrust weight, you want to be over 1.5, or about 1.5, if I recall correctly. So I've definitely got plenty of it, and you need... Who was he hosting earlier?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Just some guy playing KSB.
Oh, it was Kerbal? Okay. So, Ty, what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to, I want to do this, see if I can do this on my own.
Anything over a bottle rocket confuses me.
You can't offer tips if you see me screw up. I'm just saying, like, that was what today I'm like, okay, I have to reproduce this now. What was that, Lewis? Yeah. But see, I throttle down my, your bottle. I throttle down my main engine for a lot of that launch, but I'm not worried about that. I'll learn the proper way to go about doing all that later. I don't know. This all looks fine. It'll work. Whatever. Let's go. Let's go.
You got enough MSB?
What's that? Oh no, I didn't want to launch everybody back up. Hang on. What'd you say, T-Rock?
Do you have enough propellant?
Oh, good call. It would be nice to take maybe a little bit more propellant, wouldn't it? I mean, I had enough, obviously. In theory, I've got plenty if you know what you're doing up there.
Yeah, but usually the second one's always worse than the first. Once you think you learned some stuff, and then you really mess it up. That's how I am.
So, my mic or Tugarok's mic? Tugarok is bursting your ears. Huh. Can you... How loud... How loud is the music? Is the music too loud? You're loud. I'm low. Oh, wait a minute.
I can adjust mine.
Nope. I had this backwards. My apologies. All right, let's see. Tell me, how much closer am I to being good right now? So the music is going to have to go down because I've got, Tugarok and the music on the same. So right now, how is my audio? This delay on Twitch is like drives me bonkers. Actually, I can hear it myself. This delay on Twitch is like drives me bonkers. Actually, I can hear it myself. This delay on Twitch is like drives me bonkers. Okay, so it sounds like now my mic audio is not too bad. Lewis, can you say something? Okay, so it sounds like now my mic audio is not too bad.
Through the stream.
Lewis, can you say something? Okay. Lewis, can you say something? Okay, so it sounds like now my mic audio is not too bad.
Through the stream.
Okay. All right, so you're kind of quiet there, but I don't really have an easy way of Ty, are you able to hear both the music and Tugarok pretty easily? Might be a little quieter, but I'm going to add some more mono. And we're also going to take some crew off.
Is that the same vehicle, or you're going to move the where you have the solar panels?
Okay, we'll roll with what we got then. Beautiful. That'll work. Another good idea. Although they seem to be okay. But yeah, maybe we can go ahead and do that. All right, so that'll work there. Now blow something up. No, that's not our goal here. Although you probably won't be disappointed if you're looking for something to blow up. Yes, I have been dubbed the Leroy Jenkins in our group. I have. I don't feel like it's a just title. All right, let's see.
It's only pixels.
Right. What is this? RCS fuel tank. Oh, right. Right. I'm telling you. I got that in the bag. It really bothers me to have this kind of stuff hanging off. It makes me want to put a fairing around the whole thing. I had things under control. Totally. Completely and totally under control. I don't know what... I have no clue what you're talking about. And I forgot to do this pop out of here. A little rusty at the streaming business here. Little rusty. All right. There we go. Okay. I think we're still good. Let's see what happens. We didn't change any staging. None of that's changed.
Do it.
Do it. Let's do it. That's right. It's not the prettiest looking thing. All right. RCS. SAS. Check, 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 checkity, check, check. Okay, so now, there is supposed to be some consideration into when you launch. Now, I've heard people ballpark it and say, you should launch when they're, like, over the desert here. Oh, I guess it's not really needed, yeah. Well, with my ships, you never know. I might need every bit of help I can get. So, I'm guessing... Whoops. That's probably good enough. All right. Jeb, time to go. 3, 2, 1. I don't know why this text is over my my display here, but it's kind of annoying. All right. I'm going to start our turn. I think some people actually use a joystick for this part. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come back. I really honestly don't know how I should be leaning, but well, that was me not paying attention. Totally not paying attention. I'm going to cut our engines at about 76. That'll do it. All right. Not perfect. Oh, wow. This will be interesting. I may have launched too soon. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. No, no, no. He's definitely going to go by me. Okay, cool. Nifty. Nifty, nifty. And let's see. We are climbing. See, if I was SpaceX, those would all be landing right now. Yes, I know. Golly, why are you all of a sudden starting to show me that warning? Yeah, we'll be fine.
If they land, everyone gets a Tesla.
That's true. That's true. That's not exactly what I meant to do. There we go. Hope I didn't just screw that up. Just kind of trying to keep that apoapsis as close to me as possible without going past it. Oh, geez. All right. So long, space junk. Jebediah, how you doing in there, buddy? He feels very alone. Don't worry, buddy. We'll get you some. We'll get you some partners here soon. All right. Plenty o everything. Let's see where we are in relation. Look at that. That's beautiful. Not bad. Okay. Now, I may screw up some along the way here, but I may be inefficient. But let's see. So I'm thinking I want to go ahead and get my periapsis down to 70 so that I've got a more efficient orbit. Although I'm really close. Actually, I should probably go ahead and just target this cat. No. Wait. Okay, there we go. I need to be closer. So I need to burn prograde at the descending node, right? Exactly. Okay. So I burned prograde. We're close together. All right. We now have an overlapping... Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Right now I am 23. I can't see it. Dang it. I missed it. .2 intersect 1. Okay. So let's speed things up a little bit. My AP is too high. So I should burn down the AP then. Okay. They're 97.2. Gotcha. Catching on one side and losing on the other. Okay. So now I'm out ahead of them. I see. Those should just get further apart, right? Yeah, they did. Okay. All right. Well, let's reel that in then. We're going to do a retro burn. So much junk. I want to hide the junk I put up in space. I do not want to feel bad. Okay. So we are retro. That's at 98. So I need to be under 98, basically. I think, yeah, under 98.5. Okay. You can terminate those in the tracking station. I'll ask you about that in a minute. Let me go ahead and get this burn done. All right. There we go. 93. So I'm under. And so now whoops. What's going on, Sick? So do I not? I thought at this point, I would burn at like the ascending or descending node. I gotta go back and watch my own video from yesterday. Like yesterday, match one side. Oh, okay. When you say match one side, you're not talking about the inclination or everything. You're saying just get the orbit to within a reasonable distance of each other. Right. So I still need to, okay. You say adjust the PE to catch it faster or slower. So I shouldn't have pushed the AP so low. Is that my problem? I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Well, so my APO is at 93 and my HAB module is at 98. So should I wait till the PE and just burn my APO back out to 98? I guess that's what I'm kind of trying to remember the steps to do this. I need to go back and rewatch my video from yesterday for sure. Lewis, you still there?
See, senor.
Okay. You are lower and gaining. Make a plane correction and wait for the rendezvous. When you say plane, you mean inclination? I guess that's what I'm saying right now is, am I burning at PE to, okay. So I'm close enough then. All right, so then I need to burn at my AN or DN. No, 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 no. Dang. Yeah, they are. I'm trying to remember how we did this. So I did a burn. Which is what we want, right? And then am I close enough to target it and just fly, fly to it? I guess the question is, do I absolutely need to do it at this point, or am I close enough once these guys pass over? Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here I'm going to add a maneuver on the PE. I'm going to extend out my apoapsis. Whoa, that was not intentional.
Pause.
What? Pause. Prograde now. Oh, I missed something. You get like hyper focus on this game. Okay, so you're saying prograde now. Where am I right now, actually? Prograde now, but there's all kinds of like lag with the Twitch chat. So prograde now, you wanted me to push my PE out? Look at the, yeah, okay. What about that? That's our, what, second intersection? Okay. At which point, so I guess my question is, should I be making adjustments to my orbit in terms of inclination and everything, or should I just accept where I'm at right now, and as soon as we go past, I point towards target and burn? I'm not understanding which one I should do at this point. I know it may be an either or type of thing. So you're saying I should burn prograde right now, even though I'm kind of past. But should I be doing it slowly and trying to match up my orbits at that point? Is that what you're saying? Slowing your velocity in relation to the target. Right, because I'm going faster at the moment. I'll slow down as I increase. All right. Is that close enough? Okay, so that's pretty close. I don't know. They don't have to line up perfectly, right? They're not going to line up perfectly. Okay, yeah. So then at that point, am I in a position? Lewis, you learning this too, or do you already have this down?
I have I'm good with bottle rockets.
Those go up and go boom.
Exactly.
All right, so at this point then, yeah, when I get close, kill the velocity. Kill the velocity at pointing towards target, right? So I burn relative to target, right? Okay. Okay, so all right, the ship configuration can stay the way it is. And then point retro. Right. Derp. You want to kill velocity? Burn retro. Point towards target. It's all about relative direction. Okay, so we're going to point retro. Got it. I miss the music. Where's the music? Hopefully that music's not too loud. All right, we are fast approaching each other. I will have to align the orbits. Do I want to be pointing anti-target? Yeah, I do, don't I? This YouTube. I give up. That's as good as it's going to get. You'll have to align the orbits. So should I kill the velocity? It will be close enough. Okay. Rest target one retro. Why are we not? Okay, so do I need? Then you burn towards target slowly again. So I don't need to have anti-target lined up inside of retro. As far as this is concerned, it's like, okay, you're... And I could start now, right? Okay. So, now our orbits are different, though. So now do I need to point towards the target? Why am I not getting any RCS movement here?
RCS is off.
I just turned it on. Oh yeah, okay, that's right. You're kind of... Oh, because derp. Because I'm locked on. And I shouldn't be using RCS for that anyway. I did it yesterday. Well, I don't know. We'll see if I can do it again today, but today I'm kind of doing it a little more on my own. There we go. All right, I'm behind it, so I want to burn towards it. Okay. But that's retrograde. But I'm still traveling ahead of it, kind of. Okay, I'm a little confused at the moment. All right, so let me think. So I'm pointing at the target, and I need to burn. Yeah, thanks, Pi. I said that yesterday, so I will say Ty walked me through it via chat yesterday. I was really, really impressed because I was like, I don't know how well this is going to work over chat, but yeah, we did it. I mean, it wasn't pretty, but we got it done. Ty was great. Use the main engine slowly, so I don't need to point. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, let me ask. So use the main engine. I'm currently pointing towards the target, but don't I want to bring? I'm trying to remember. Do I want to bring prograde on top of the target, or I guess that's where I'm kind of. So I'm behind it right now, and I'm traveling 6.1 meters per second. I'm inside of its orbit, so prograde on target. So I want to kind of start turning it that way. Whoa. There. Oh, okay. It's coming. It's coming in. Oh, geez. That was not what I meant to do. Okay. Oh, I'm moving really fast. I don't know if I'll see it yet or not, but yeah, I need to point retro now. Got it. Okay. That was really fast. All right, so I just flipped this whole thing over. I'm increasing speed again. Yeah, I know. What am I doing? Okay, so right now, here's the deal. I am not pointing at my target, which I need to be doing. Stop fighting me. Oh, derp. I always forget to turn that off. I tell it to fight me, and then I tell it stop fighting me. All right, let's burn towards the target. Okay, so now... Gotcha. So how long do I prograde on target? Oh, my distance is getting less. Oh, yeah, see, I was way closer to target before. Okay. Let's keep it there. Let's be ready to burn retro. So we're closing. Burn retro and closer, right? Yeah, slow myself down. Right. Should I slow down? I mean, I know I will have to, but I was going to maintain this speed until I got to, I don't know, like 600 meters? 700 meters? And then what should I take it down to? To like 2 meters per second or something? Or 7 meters per second? Oh, I just slowed myself too soon. That went faster than I anticipated. Sorry. Why is my distance increasing again? What happened? Did I go past it? It flipped.
Your orbits are kind of like that.
Yeah, I think my orbits are jacked.
It will correct again.
Yeah, eventually, but will we ever cross? I guess I have to make that gap. I have to jump that gap. Am I okay? All right.
There should be 2 points probably where you cross paths.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is I don't know if it actually crosses or burn at the target again. Okay. Come on. Oh, it's now. I guess that's my thing. Do I need to keep burning, or now that I see that the distance is like, what should I be looking at? Should I burn at the target until these two line up? They're not gonna. Oh, look at my orbit though. Has largely gotten in a much closer in line with. Yeah, distance is going down. Oh, distance. Sorry, 4 kilometers. Okay, 4 kilometers. That's and I'm past it. So at the intersect, I'm past it. So that's where I can do a retro burn, right? At that point, wouldn't I want to do a retro burn? Right. It's not the path that I'm traveling. It's just what I'm pointing to. Okay. So I guess that's my question. So we're about 4 kilometers distance when we have our next interaction. Is that at that point should I? Okay, you're close enough. I'll be ahead of the target a little bit. So I'll need to burn retro and get the target overlapped. So I'm here and target's there. I'm going to have to burn retro. I mean, that seems to me the way I would have to do it. Because I'm in front of it, right? So... By the way, I completely forgot that I'm even, like, I'm... welcome to Rescast TV, if anybody's watching for the first time. Draw a metal line from the prograde to the target. Burn on the other side of target. Preach! What's going on, man?
Hi, preach.
Imaginary line from prograde to the target and burn on the other side of the target. That's not computing with me. Like, you've given me 2 points, I guess. From prograde to the target. So here's target. There's prograde. The stream was a lot better. I mean, it still definitely had its drop frames, but it was way clearer last night. Preach. I watched a good bit of your stream. On the, I wasn't able to be there. I was in the middle of a test, or a midterm, but I watched it after. So on the nav ball, so here's target, here's prograde. You want me to burn in the middle? In between the two? Burn on the other side of the target. Oh, I see what you're saying. Burn over here. Oh, this was what I was talking about yesterday. I'd seen somebody do. So if I burn on this side of the target, it should bring prograde in. And then how far I burn off of the target is kind of a feel thing, right? Should I do that burn now? Is that a burn I should do right now, or is that a burn I should wait to do? What happened to my music? Loop. I'm getting too close now. So at this point, what should I mean, I guess that's what I'm saying. What should I do at this point? Is there no hope for me to make the connection here? Right, you burn opposite of the vector on the other side of your target, or anti-target. So in this case, I need to be pointing on the opposite side of the target from, or I'm sorry, on the opposite side of the anti-target from the retro. My eyes are about to cross. Wait until the rendezvous retro to 0, then burn at target. Wait until the rendezvous. So wait till here, and then as soon as I hit here, burn retro. See, I get the vibe that some of this stuff is kind of like, yes, you have to learn it, but it's also like feel. Like you just kind of get a feel for when you should do what. Okay. Let's try that. I should probably, yeah. All right, so we're pointing retro. We want to kill off this speed. We're just going to get to 0, so at least we're simpatico. And So I'm guessing that's not the most efficient way to go about it, but it's a little easier because you just get to 0. Then you can point to target and go that way instead of trying to correct it as you like bring them together. Is that kind of what you're saying there? If I understand correctly, now would be a good time. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going away from. Well, I lost retro relative to target. Now what? What did I do? All right, and I burn prograde towards target, right? Prograde towards target. I have Velcro straps coming in to help with my cable management. Okay, here's our distance to target right over here. Okay, so I want to burn over here maybe. Yeah, look at that. How's that? Ooh, I'm moving fast, aren't I? Kill, speed. What the heck? Why is this not holding? Okay. Whoops. No. Come back here. All right, so I got them pretty close to lined up. I'm doing 6 meters per second. Our distance is 700. Woo! Is that close enough? It's drifting.
Welcome, Ric Flair, to the stream.
Oh, geez. What just happened? I don't know what just happened, to be honest with you. Oh, I started pushing myself away. I went to 0 and pushed the other direction. Wonderful. Prograde to target. I want to go. No. Wait, yes. Yes. Yeah. Yep. 10-4. Okay, I'm traveling a little fast. I see what I did wrong. Six waving at the target. What's up? Lava! Alright, so should I use my, Oh, crud, I am definitely... Should I be using my RCS at this point now? Nope, I'm using the wrong RCS. Pi, thank you. I will definitely take a look at that. Get under. Okay, so 1 minute I got this, the next minute not so much. All right. So let's see. So at this point I'm thinking I want to get down to 5. Okay. All right, and now I want to stop. So I have to translate down now. No. Yep. Yep. And I'm going to do this too. I probably should have done that earlier. All right, now. He's at a slight angle. I'm at a slight angle. Okay. So now, do I, at this, is this the point your target looks like, Saliot? Oh, does it? I'll have to check it. So that's my target. And then at this point, does it work best if I'm controlling from my docking port? Hello. Okay, I'm assuming that it's taken that. Oh yeah, locked cam. Oh, what was the cam view again? Ah, caps lock. Nice. V. That makes sense. Okay. So I need to translate down. Ooh, I'm kind of losing it. Wait. I'm blasting the wrong way. Yep. Look at all that monopropellant. That's why you bring an extra tank, kids. All right, let's slow ourselves down relative to the target here. Okay. All right, I want to... Yeah. Look at me go. Intense. I'm going to go... No, I want to go that way. I'll worry about doing that translation once I get closer. So what I'm trying to do is, instead of coming in at an angle and letting the magnetism help me, I actually want to right on in. Although... I know this is going slow, guys, but... Yeah, I know, right? I'm late for a date. I don't think I'm quite on the plane that I think I'm on. That's true. This is true. This is also true with Kerbal Space Program. It's right there. Just go there. Go right there. You got to imagine, like, the first people that did the, like, docking in space, the first astronauts that were up there doing that, you got to imagine they were just like, yeah, everything was practiced and what have you, but the first time you do something like that... All right, we're increasing our speed a little bit here. I think I'm getting a little low. Was it Armstrong? I couldn't remember who actually did that first docking. It was the Gemini program, right? Oh, they had the problem, right? This is my problem, is I watch all the documentaries and I read up on stuff, but my memory is just, like I've said, it's more for processing and less for memory. Okay. I think I see what you're saying. Crud, I'm on the wrong controls. Stink. I keep sliding over to HJI. Yeah, I knew it was part of the Gemini program. I couldn't remember. All right, I'm gonna do a little thrusting forward action to get a little closer to help me line up. I don't want to get impatient.
Don't you mean when they faked it?
Right, yeah, it's all on a soundstage. What? What did you change?
$12 says when he goes to actually stream, it'll mess up. It'll make him mad, and then it'll drive horrible. Love you, preach.
Wow. Don't be too positive there. Change nothing. Well, so okay, so I'm gonna say this, Preach. The other night when you were first having the problem,
You're so much of a jerk right now, Lewis.
I'm telling you, Preach is in Discord. When you were having the problem initially, not only did your stream stutter like crazy, but it was artifacting like mad. Last night, it was a pretty clear stream. It just kind of lagged every now and then. It kind of stuttered.
Yeah. When I just did the 5-minute, I dropped no frames, which is good because even like when I would just do it, it would start dropping frames right away.
I've skipped 46 frames since I started streaming. And I think the stream's been pretty good. Lewis thought he saw something. All right, now this is where I'm still no, stop that direction.
When's your race?
At 9.
And I'm sorry if I'm not watching chat right now. I'm kind of like intense.
I'm watching it for you.
Thank you.
I want to see you do this since I didn't get to see it yesterday.
Last night was insanity. But it was a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, Ty here really did a great job.
So you're gonna like dock it, and then are you gonna like bring one of them back to Earth?
Well, I already did that. So the ones I docked last night.
Up. Ty says up.
Up, yes.
A bit up.
Agreed. Oops, wrong direction. There we go. This is where I'll like a little forward, a little this way, a little that. This is the footage I love watching too, where you'll see like Soyuz or Falcon or Dragon connect. So what I'm looking at now, guys, and
Cue this 2001 Space Odyssey music.
a lot of I know it's oh geez, oh no. Did not realize I was that close.
A lot up.
I was so focused on alignment that I was not even looking. Oh my gosh.
Good save. Good save.
Poor poor Ty's over here like, what are you doing? Okay, up. And that way a little bit. Let me stop that rear progress.
This is actually pretty cool to watch.
Oh no. Right there. Stop. Hold what you got.
She thought her heart date was over, Ty.
I'm a little high.
I'm on top of the world.
Pi, you were right. Every now and then I kind of stuck. I go to the dorsal side. I do see what you're talking about there. So I want to get this just so I can just fly straight forward in. That's what I want. Come on down. It's like sometimes it feels like it's not going down at all, and then it will. Now, see, I'm going too low. That's right. That's close enough. Now, am I lined up this way?
Pi says occasionally swing your camera 90 degrees to get a look from each axis, top, side, and rear.
Yeah, that's a really good tip, actually.
Ty says you're drifting left or right now.
Yeah. All right. I'm going in for the kill.
I hope that's not
You're a
really
little
what's
cockeyed.
happening.
I'm drifting high now. And I'm drifting away.
Kill it!
Come on, prove Pi wrong about the tutorial over stream.
You know what? Instead of sitting here trying to get it perfect, I should actually just carry some forward momentum now that I'm kind of close. and just let that just keep going back and forth. Ooh, I'm way off here. Way off here. That's all right. We'll get that corrected. A little bit up. How are we doing side to side?
Got me walking side to side.
1 meter per second, totally acceptable. Prepare for capture. We have capture. Woohoo! That's right. Ty, Sick, Pie, you guys rock. You should start a space school.
Jebediah and Valentina are so happy.
They are so pumped. That's right. What do you think about that, huh?
That was epic, dude.
Isn't that cool? And so, all right, if you go watch my stream, either on Twitch or it's over on our YouTube channel, Preach, you will see that it was nowhere near that controlled last night. Last night...
Hey, that was amazing. We got a clip. Somebody clip his dance right there, please.
Oh, please don't clip my dance. That's right. That's my orbital dance. See that? I feel like Bill Cosby. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you know, before he found out he was not a good guy, but allegedly. So last night, Preach, last night, I think, and Lewis...
You want a pudding pop?
Lewis, yeah. Pudding pop! I think I basically did a whole maneuver around the hab module before and I was completely lost before I finally figured out or made a go for it. And when I came in at it, I was like at an angle. We almost clipped the solar panel on the hab module, and then had I not pulled in one of the solar panels on the rendezvous module, that would have done it. It was harrowing. And then when I came in, so like if this is the hab module, I kind of came in at an angle and I let the magnetism bring me in. And then it wasn't perfectly aligned, and SAS was like doing this, and Ty's like, kill the SAS, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, because I'd seen people do that before. But this time, what's less than 100 used? What are you talking about? How much MSP is left? What are you talking about, Lewis? I'm pumped.
I made the clip.
Oh no.
And it's you dancing. It's epic.
Post it in chat. I want to see this. I actually...
I don't know how. Hold on.
I don't know how to do it either. Like, since we've been streaming, they've got the bits and cheers and clips and all kinds of stuff. Thanks, Ty. Rendezvous was still off. I got to work on my Rendezvous. Although I definitely I'm much happier about my whole translation process there. That was a million times better. I mean, it's not great for somebody else that knows how to do this, but for me, the Rendezvous is the tough part for me. I'm wondering if I want to do it again. I
don't know where the clip thing went. Well, that'll suck if it's not there now.
Oh man. Where does it show it? Like, where's the option to do the clip?
On the video, there's a little, like, what's the little thing where you click down on it, like, action?
Okay, Pi. So, I didn't know about docking mode. What is docking mode? What's docking mode? This is one of those things where I started playing Kerbal, I don't know, maybe a year ago, and I played it some, but I immediately tried to do like a career, and I think that's a mistake if you've never played this game. I'm of the opinion you need to come into Sandbox, you need to learn the basics, you need to come through, and you need to read this thing right here. This documentation is really good. Like last night, I was like refreshing my memory of things, so like I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I need to do the home and transfer. I remember learning about that in a documentary that I watched. Um, and this is really good. I go through here to some degree. I should do it after or during, before, after actually doing something. So that's so cool. You know what we're missing though? Just we don't
All
have
right,
enough.
Damien.
Yeah.
Okay. Clip. Can you show this clip?
Are you posting it? Where are you posting it?
It's in Twitch chat.
Are you not able to post it?
I just put in Twitch chat.
We have capture. Woohoo! That's right.
No, it's so I clipped it,
Hi,
so it's under
Sick.
my stuff.
Hi, you guys rock. We have capture. Woohoo!
I'm hearing it multiple times now. It's echoing. Now I'm getting an echo of, woohoo! Woohoo!
Hey man, I'll take it. That's awesome.
Woohoo!
All right, so let's see. How long have I been streaming? I'm thinking. I'm thinking I want to do this all over again and see if I can get better this time. But I have to take a quick break. So, all I'm not even. I just want to do this. I don't even want to go eat. Dinner showed up like, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes ago, and I'm not even interested. But I am interested in taking a quick break, getting a refill on my drink, and I'll be back. So, you guys, thank you so much, guys, that are hanging out. If you want to stick around for a little bit, I think we're going to do the same thing again if it's not too boring for you guys. If it is boring, you can go watch something else, obviously. But,
Ouch.
all right, Ty, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Guys, Ty, he's got a really nice stream. If you want to watch anything he does, what is it again? It's you're doing realism basically. So you've got Earth, you've got Mars. It's not Kerbin, it's not Duna. It's Earth and Mars and real rockets. So he's flying up the atlases and things like that. So go check out his stream. It's actually very 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 educational in terms of like kind of like he's using like realistic rockets and stuff like that. So check it out. Ty, thank you so much for hanging out. All right, so I'm gonna go on break. I will be right back.
Do you have a link for his Twitch?
I mean, you could just click on his. Whoa, that's
yeah,
interesting.
That's true. And followed.
Oh yeah, no problem. RSS/RO. What does that mean again? You got to tell me what that means. Later. All right, Ty. Thank you very much. There's a thing now. If you right-click, and I don't know if this is part of the better Twitch tools, or if this is just part of Twitch, but if you right-click on somebody, you can now ban or purge them, and it gives you a thing where you can say 1 minute, 2 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. That's crazy. We don't have to worry about that here. Real Solar System/Realism overall. Yep. Go check them out. It's very cool. All right. So, talk to you later, Ty. Take care. Thank you again for the minute. I will be back in just a few minutes, and you guys hang tight.
And there were two. Oh man, I think this is still going through the stream, Lewis.
Probably.
Yeah, Pi, he does iRacing, and all kinds of other stuff. Um, and I do iRacing with him, and um, yeah, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we decided to do that just to help people out if they want to do a trial or anything. The referral email is actually mine, but it was just like, hey, it's more important to help people out than it is to necessarily worry about like all of our stuff. Yeah, I think overall we're about the community. So we just want to make sure we do everything we can to make that a better place. So we've done Farm Sim, we've done like American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator. We're looking at 7 Days to Die, and we have an ARC server we play on some that we would thinking about doing some stuff there.
Minecraft.
Minecraft we've done in the past. Damien used to really be big into Eve. I tried it, but then I got stream sniped a ton, and I hated it. I kind of hated the game. He was real big into Hawken too, which is like a mech game for a little while. Um, that was actually it was kind of fun. I enjoyed it a little bit that I played it. Yeah, we're still live audio wise, by the way. So I've just been talking to people. Pine and I've been having a little discussion.
What's for dinner?
Okay. I just threw down like a Come on, turn off. There we go. I just threw down like a slice of pizza. We don't get that very often. All right. So, preach.
You are?
What time is your race?
9.
9. So if I keep going, you're not going to be able to stream. Were you looking to stream it?
I just stream on Preacher Man if I have to.
Oh, that's true. That's right. I forgot you stream over there. While this is fresh in my mind, I want to go do it again. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, let's see here. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We're back. Let's see if we can do it again. Now, one of my missions for this, not really, again, I'm in sandbox, but I didn't want to leave any Kerbals up in this hab module. I basically want to leave this guy up here and just practice coming up. So we had Valentina up here. So we're going to transfer her down. And because we have nobody on board, we'll go ahead and... No, that's not going to work. We'll shut that down after I disconnect. You know, hey, Lewis. You remember when I accidentally, earlier when I was decoupling the first time earlier tonight?
Yeah.
And I did something that sounded like I had triggered a staging of something. We never figured out what that was, did we?
Nope.
It's all right. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and decouple. We should be empty at this point. Yeah, we're empty. And then I see people do this all the time. They actually shut down the engine. Is there a reason why? Like, does it draw a little bit of power, or? I'm just curious about that. Or are they just going for, the realism, like you would shut down an engine when you're not using it, et cetera, et cetera. Okay.
The race tonight is the NIS fixed race at Atlanta. So it's the Monster Energy Cup cars at Atlanta.
How you run Atlanta, Preach?
How do I run it?
How do
I get
you
the car, I push the
No,
gas,
no,
and
how-
I turn left.
How do you... Wow. How do you run?
Oh, I'm not very good. I got a top 5 though the other night.
Well, that's not bad. All right, we're decoupling. Here we go. I'm trying to... Am I forgetting something is what I'm... Oh, you know what would probably help is if I did this. Oh, they're still out already. Oh, that's right. I didn't have to bring them in because I didn't do a crazy docking. It was all controlled. And we're undocked. Controlling from here.
Everyone in the right boat?
Think so.
Are you leaving anybody up there?
Nope.
Taking them all home, huh?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, definitely.
So that
Pi was right. From the dorsal perspective, it gives you a better idea of what you're doing in terms of your thrusting. RCS.
You just left space junk up there now?
No, it's got an engine. It's perfectly habitable.
Don't forget to close the
Oh yeah, yeah.
nipple on the other one.
Yeah, this one's got a docking cover, so we'll switch. Oh, it's locked. Why is it locked? Okay, I admit I am confused. I'm quite confused actually at the moment. Why can I not do anything?
Is there no power, so it can't shut?
It's got power. Why is that locked? Why can I not turn off lights? I'm very confused at the moment.
You don't have
Oh!
anyone on board to control it.
Can't do
Oh, that
radio
makes sense.
control?
Well, now it is just space junk up there.
No, it's not. It's got solar panels. I'm tempted to try that docking again. Just from here. I should do it. Although I sure do wish... I can't see. Alright. Nah, I'm just going to take us back. We'll do another launch, because I got to practice the rendezvous anyway. Get ourselves in a position here, clear of
Right.
the HAB module.
I'm going to go attempt to stream this race.
Good luck, bud.
So have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
See ya.
Thanks for hanging, by the way. All right. Now, set up retro. And we'll do a maneuver. So, where do we want to... Always in the dark. Okay. Sounds like construction's going on out in my living room. Excuse me. Alt F5? What is Alt F5? What does that do? I know what F5 does. New command. I need to hear what this command is. I'm not familiar with Alt F5. Is it showing? Okay, AJD NASCAR is showing most recent follower. Okay. I look at one of these screens. I don't see it on there, but it's there. Ah. I did not. But I can do that now, I guess. It's sandbox. I brought this ship down once before, so. Let's see. So. There we go. We got Jebediah and Kerm. All right, I'll just do a quick F5 just to make sure in case I burn us up in the atmosphere. And then let's Oh, that's actually a really good idea. Okay, I think I'll start trying to remember to do that going forward. Prepare to burn. So much better with music in a stream. I'm just really concerned that it's going to mute the whole thing. And burning. Wait a minute. No, I'm not. Did I not stage it? There we go. Close. I want to get much better at like re-entry, launch, and everything. When to lean, all that stuff. But right now, I can at least fairly, I shouldn't say this, but reliably get back in. So here's where I'm gonna save again here. So I'm gonna try something, and if I'm doing it wrong, so be it. But earlier I did this, and I kept the rocket pack on, and I used it to slow me down. And I didn't have any overheat or anything like that. Obviously, I've got way more fuel than I needed for the mission. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and kick off this rocket pack once we get below 700 or 70, so that I, don't leave any garbage. And we'll see if that heat shield holds up. I mean, I'm coming in what I think is a pretty shallow orbit. But shallow is faster, isn't it? Shallow is faster. Okay. All right, so now we're going to turn prograde. And we're going to say, sayonara. Sucker. Right, but it does heat up quite a bit, though, right? Wait, make your PE... So don't actually... Huh. Is it? Because I actually have it. I have my PE buried into the planet as opposed to just above it. Interesting. I've never really understood how people can target land. So I just have to hope that my heat shield holds up. That's mildly dangerous. Hello? Oh, boy. Oh, no. That is way close. You see the shadow on it. There's the heating. Now, I sit on retro, but I was watching somebody the other day. No, it was Ty. He was coming in, and he actually kept it. He was actually using the bottom of the... Whoa, no. Let's just not do that. He was... I think what he was doing is he was actually a little bit more like this. and was using it to help slow down the amount of G's that they were getting, because he was using it as a wing, sort of. Using the bottom as a kind of a lifting body type of thing. I'm slowing down, though. This may be a desert landing. I'm a really bad judge. Do they? So they actually bring it in so that it's kind of sort of like a lifting body type of thing? Gotcha. Yeah. This is where maybe playing this game with a joystick would come in handy, because you can kind of hold it. I mean, I've got plenty of monopropellant. Gobs, even. Matter of fact, I probably would have been fine with one monopropellant now that I did that
That's
properly.
on or off? You have it on.
Yeah, I have it on, I think. Oh, I'm going to end up in the water. Oh, no, it's shrinking. Yeah, we'll see. So much to learn about this game. I may still end up in the water. I won't now that I deploy my chute. Okay, now I'm definitely doing this like the Russian in the sense that I'm landing in the desert. Thinking maybe I should pop these sooner. Hello? Why is this not switching? I don't... That's why. Oh, just all of them open. It was hard to tell because over the mountains. This is going to take a while. So that's kind of what I want to do with Sandbox. Sandbox, I want to get to the point where I can launch, rendezvous, dock reliably. I can launch reliably and have a decent understanding of, you know, appropriate times for, you know, when I want to lean, if I want to go into a certain orbit. And then coming back, I want to be able to come back targeted, you know, relatively close to where I would want it to land. No shadow yet. Oh wait, is that it out there? So there I turned off Alpha SAS. See how it kind of leans the capsule? Oh geez. Where's my shadow? It should be over here. Seven meters per second. Wait, do I not have one deployed? Okay, everybody's safe. Apparently I didn't have one of my chutes deployed. Alright, recover vessel. So now we have nobody up on the HAB module. Everybody's back at base. Safe and sound. No doubts. Full trust and faith that we would all be fine. Let's recover all this debris. Let's launch again. One more time. Let's try to make this one quick. Let's try to make it... Everything's good there. I need a pilot. Who am I going to put on this mission? I don't think I should take anybody else with me. Just one pilot. What do you think? Because I'm just looking to do a dock. It's not like I get anything for taking more people up, right? All right, Lewis. Valentina or Jeb? Which pilot? Which pilot would you take?
Jeb.
Jeb. All right. Oh, wait. They weren't in. He was already there. Okay. I had it reversed. Sodite. Anything we should change? I mean, it works, right? Seems to get us up there pretty efficiently. It's actually overkill, but... Let's launch it. Right, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, if he chooses Jeb, I'm going to get, like, a lawsuit. Now I'm thinking I got to take Valentina up. Jeb's out there. All right, let's see. All right, so we have HAB module there, so we need to... That seemed to work pretty well last time. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And away go. I don't know how to make these numbers go way up here. It's rather annoying. I think I had that problem before. Hey? Hey! Pilots. Astronauts, I mean. Oh no! Come back. Come back. Come back to me. There we are. Alright, we've got APO of 20,000. Really sleeping on the job on the launch here. Looking good. Okay, we're going to stop this one at 76 kilometers again. Getting some heating effect. Ooh, we actually stopped a little late. Getting some heating effects. Oof, that doesn't give me a lot of room. But we'll give it a go. All right. Point in prograde. Everything is looking hunky-dory. Yes, don't show me again. I will make the mistake of being in Fizz Warp when I shouldn't. And no amount of you yelling at me will keep it from happening. A little higher than I wanted to be, so... C'est la vie. Burning. Don't want to raise that Apo too much. Dang it. Okay. So, that's fine. Our HAB module's at about 98.5, I think. So, let's see. 98. Yeah, I kind of pushed out of orbit a little bit because I think I was accidentally controlling its RCS instead of the rendezvous ship. But that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. All right. And think for a moment. You are all but empty. So we are done with you. You may go about your merry way. Where is my... No. Where is it? There we go. Give that a little push. There we go. You go far away. All right, so we got that orbit going for us. And I would just like to get into some daylight here. Hold what you got. All right, we got power going. Get some lights on. Brilliant. Okay, now we're in orbit. Let's go see what it looks like. It's real close. How's our... Yeah, we're not too far off. All right, let's set our target. Wow, look at that. That's not as close as I thought it was, but...
Not...
Wow, look at that.
Still not bad.
Yeah. You know, yeah, I think I remember seeing that. I need to look into that because that'll make life a little bit easier. All right, so if I remember correctly, and I don't know, let's see. If I wanted to match our inclinations, would I be correct in saying that I would want to burn at either the ascending or descending node? But the problem is, but which, so,
I gotta run, Demian. Have a good one.
all right, man,
Good luck.
thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Take care. see. Not seeing the node. You said you messaged it to me? I don't see it. You messaged it to Rescast? Okay, well, let's take a look. Let's just see what happens here. Place your maneuver exactly. Yeah, okay, good. Then I'm on the right path. Oh, although I just lost that one, so why are we? Is there a reason why we're? Okay. So what does that do to our orbit? Okay, I think that'll work. All right, let's give that a shot. Oh, let's see what happens when we pass here. Okay, so it's behind me at this point, but we're too far apart. Yeah. So, let me at least get our everything lined up here. And I'm gonna want to burn. Oh shoot. Prograin? Target. Derp. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. We'll see. This is all about experimentation. So the way I learn things, I do dumb things. I break things. And then I fix them. Okay, I'm on target. Sets 11-second burn. Of course, we don't know how. Really, how much I'm going to have to hit it. So, because I've not fully throttled this engine, so. Might have burned a little too long there, but I think we're good. I mean, that's pretty darn good, I think. I'll take it. All right. So, all right, so I've got us kind of close to lined up. If it's in within 1 degree, so that's a really great intercept angle. 1 degree of. So where would I see that? Inclination. Okay, so 2.7. And the rendezvous craft is... Oh, okay. Gotcha. Plus or minus, right? Yep. So that does the trick. Okay, so now the next question is when do we do the rendezvous? Because I'm ahead of the rendezvous craft. I'm sorry, of the hab. Separation 77 kilometers. And I'm going faster than him. So at this point, do I need to go to my periapsis and do a prograde burn to get my apoapsis out to his to get us to the same speed? I'm thinking that's what I would need to do. There may be a more sophisticated way to do it, but actually I would need to get to a slower speed than him. Or that means I'd have to have an overlapping orbit. Or I'd have to just try to catch up with him all over again. I will look at that document, Pi. I do appreciate it. Yeah, they just got further apart. So, correct me if I'm wrong. My options here are I can either extend my Apo out further to slow me down, or I'm just going to have to... Maybe I could lower my PE. What is my PE right now? 77. I can't lower it much. But if I lower my PE, that'll speed me up a little bit. But I'm still going to have to wait until we go round and round until I can catch him again, right? And that's probably the safer way to go about it. Or the less fidgety, I should say. I'm guessing. While I'm deciding, let me look at my email. Ah, you were correct. It is in... It is in other. Easy. Oh, wow. This isn't just about, like, docking or anything, dude. You got, like, full-on notes on everything. Streaming. Rockets only, no airplanes. That's a good link, man. Thank you. I'll definitely read through that for sure. All right, well, let's play around with it. Yes, that's right. Actually, I remember that now. Okay, so let's do this. Let's Do you ever want your orbit to actually, like, cross, though? Like, to where my AP would be a little bit further out than... Where are they right now? They aren't? Oh, they're... What? Wait a minute. Okay. Alright, well, let's do this. Let's, I may have taken that too far. You've gone too far. Wait a minute, that's not what I was looking to do. Nah, that's not gonna work. Nope. A little bit more. That would work. Okay. Well, I mean, in terms of altitude, what does that do? I don't think that gets us much closer. Let's see. Wait a minute. You can also do something else here, can't you? Can't you do this weight and orbit thing? Oh, okay. That's just going to do that. All right. I see. Not sure what I just did there. What in the world's going on? I don't know what I just did to make my triangles just all went away. Or my arrows. Let me try that again. I'm thinking I should just push my Apo out. Like, I've completely lost... Did I unset target? I did. Aha. I'm like, what in the world happened? I'm going to guess and say this song is probably going to get me to where I can't post this stream. Because this sounds vaguely familiar. Okay, well... I don't know if it's really helping much, to be honest with you. I mean, it seems to help a little bit at that point. Because here... Separation's 198. $179. Well, that's irritating. All right, I'm just going to do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push my... And I don't even actually need a maneuver node for this. I'm going to push my apoapsis out to the same as the 9855. That's what I'm going to do. It's hard to tell which one I'm looking at here. 96, 97. $188. Yeah, I don't know if that's any better. I know this is making for like an awesome stream at this point where I'm just sitting here staring at the screen going like... But that's okay. Because later on it'll be an awesome stream once I'm actually able to do this fairly well. 98,212. 98,310. That's going to be close enough for me. Close enough for government work. So I'm gonna burn until I basically cross over 98.5, just barely. So I'll burn here. So I'll get the overlap, and then we'll worry about getting the intersection in place. We'll burn target, but that should be prograde pretty much. Well, not target, but target for orbit. You know what I'm saying. All right, we've got a tiny bit of overlap over there. 98.9, so I'm about 400 meters further higher orbit. All right, so that does that. Now, you're saying you want to overlap, okay, at a single spot, which it does somewhere. Oh, you know what? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. We'll make do with that. All right. So now you're saying place a maneuver node where your orbits touch and use prograde retrograde. So how do you know where your orbits actually touch? Like, aside from, like, looking at it. Like, that looks pretty green right there. So what I'm waiting for is, as I orbit around, are these going to get closer? They won't. They're going to get further apart because I'm so far ahead. So I may have to go back to the space station. Because they're just going to get further apart. Yeah. Oh, actually, these should get closer, though, right? No. All right, let's go back to the space station. This may be a total mistake, but that's all right. That's how I learn. tracking station. I'm following you. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back to the rendezvous craft. Let's see what we're looking at right now. Completely inefficient rendezvous. All right, so Homeboy is ahead of me now. This is where I always forget. So once he crosses over behind me, that's when I want to do my burn. Okay, so how do I... Place your maneuver node where the orbits touch. They don't... I don't know where they touch. In between the two? So like there? Or you mean in between each of them? Ah, look at that. Uh-oh. So I wonder if I add a maneuver node. Oops, that one needs to go away. I feel like we're flying. No. Let's try over here. I don't know if this makes a difference or not. All right, that's pretty close to lined up. That's pretty close to lined up on the second encounter. Can I just do the second encounter and ignore the first? Is that fair? Like, can you pick whichever one you want to actually burn on? Separation is 1.9. Over here, it's 45 kilometers. Do they both have to be? They don't both have to be matched up, right? Okay, so we're gonna come around. We're gonna burn at this point. Yeah, 10-4. Okay, so we'll go for the burn. And it says, well, we don't know how long the burn is because I've never fired this engine. So we'll see. No, don't burn. Why? Hang on. In order for those to line up like that, I have to do the burn, right? Oh, excuse me. Maybe I'm misunderstanding something. Oh, okay. No, it's fine. I'm glad we double checked. All right, so I'm on my maneuver target. No clue how long that burn needs to be. Why did that just happen? I barely touched the key. That's kind of annoying. That's a brand new keyboard. Like I like hovered over the key. Wait, something's not right. Something just went way wrong. And I didn't save first either. What did I hit? I mean, obviously I thrust it, but I did not mean to do... I hit it like that hard. It's not going now. Alright, whatever. We can reset this. I mean, not reset, but... That's rather annoying. I'm going to burn retro. I'm just going to do it. I'm either going to blow this up and just say, forget about it. Because stream's getting late. There we go. How about them apples? Didn't mean to do it, but it looks like it's going to work out. 0.6 kilometers. That'll do. Okay. Now, at some point, I have to learn to do this on my own without, like, catastrophe around every corner. But that's okay. Now, when I get to this point, I'm going to want to... Oh, yeah, good idea. Whatever, that's fine. Okay, so now when I get to this point, I'm just pointing towards target. I want to burn towards the target, correct? Alt F9. Oh, that gives you the choice. Good call. Okay, So I'm going to want to burn towards the target when I get to this point. Actually, I think just a little before the point, if I remember correctly, I can start burning somewhere like out over here. Actually, you know what? So the other people were showing me to do that, but I think I like the idea of matching my speed first. Does that make sense? Or no, that's what going towards the target. I don't know. This is where I get. This is the main part where I'm getting lost now, I think. Because we're relative to target. I don't have to point to target. We're relative to target. Burn retro. Gotcha. And then can I get that to 0? I know some people, like, they take it down slower and then they point to it. But can I just take that to 0 and then point to target and go towards the target? It may not be the most efficient, but... Okay. All right. So we'll get it to 0, and then we'll burn towards the target. Currently, a little over 2,000 meters away from the target and closing. So, and in theory, if I zero it at the right spot, I should be 600 meters away. Right? Isn't that what we said? Yeah. And can I start? I should start now, right? Jeez. Jeez. Right, yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm 577 meters away. Oh, I see what this is doing, though. By me slowing down, it's taking... Okay. I was going to say, this is starting to get a little... Whoa, a little laggy McLaggerson there. I can no longer point retro. Rompanu! Hey, welcome to the stream. You are seeing a rookie pilot trying to learn how to... Okay, so I'm at 0.5. I'm closing in on the target. At this point, I'm not zeroed out. Do I need to point anti-target or retro still? And burn to kill off that relative speed? Okay, nope, that's not doing it. I like staying at ship view at this close. Alright, so... When I burn retro right now, though... I'm sorry, I'm not burning retro. I'm not burning retro, I'm burning prograde. Jeez Louise. Yeah, tired. You know. I'm just playing around. Some of this I'm kind of trying to do a little bit more on my own. Alright, we're at 0. Nice. We're at 0. We're 526 meters away. I am just trying to learn how to rendezvous and dock, and I've had a couple of successful attempts, but they took a little bit of work, and I've had a lot of help, and now I'm kind of trying to do some of it kind of on my own a little bit more now because that's how I get it to stick in my memory. But welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. You guys that can do this with your eyeballs closed are amazing to me. So, but all right. So let's get. Let's see. That's anti-target. So let's go target. Okay. Yep. That's what I'm going for now. All right. Let me try this over too. Okay, so I'm now closing, and there we go. My prograde is coming in. I want to push a little above it to bring it up into the center of the target. I remember that. There we go. Ooh. Now, is 12 meters per second too fast for me to slow with... I'm going way too fast. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Yeah, that actually rendezvousing is. I mean, I may still crash this whole. I may still crash what I'm doing right now, but it's been the more difficult thing for me to do at this point. Actually, has been the rendezvousing. Okay. I want to kill off. Now what? Okay. All right, I'm still closing in on the target. Why do I start gaining speed at that point right there? Like it doesn't zero out. Oh, because I'm not pointing perfectly at it. Did you deselect the target? It should have a yellow marker. No. I don't think I did. And actually, let me... Why is it not letting me select anything, I wonder? Okay, what's going on? Oh, good call. I don't know that I can. I'm too close. What's bothering me is that I should be able to set my target from here. Is there something I've got set to on that I shouldn't? It's still targeted because it shows that I'm, I'm moving away from it though. double click it? Yeah, it's the target. I mean, I'd like to be able to target the... I actually need to be on the other side of it. Why am I always doing this in the dark? I swear. I gotta be making like the funniest like... Does that work the same? No, it doesn't. Okay. Now I'm kind of playing around with stuff, guys, so you have to forgive me for a minute here. I really wish I was on the... Now, why am I... It's moving away from me again. Okay. Why does this always... I'm always doing this on the dark side. I'm going to have to translate over to the other side of the ship, though. I mean, where am I? Oh, it's middle of the night. Middle of the night. Gotta plug this light I've got in my face. Are we getting any closer to daylight? Oh, we're getting there. Just gotta be careful, right? So I want to pass off to the side here. Kind of come around like this. Because if I remember correctly... There we go. Set as target. And then let's do control from here. Okay. Okay. This would be so much easier to do in daylight. I'm gonna have to actually put lights on my ships here so I can see better. I want to make sure I'm far enough away. I'm not gonna hit there. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Nope, 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 nope. Wrong. Wrong. Please, daylight, come. It's on its way. Alright, so now we need to come back down. See, cats that can do this quick make this fun and interesting. I'm sitting here with like some major pucker factor going on. That's all right. That's all right. There's some stinking daylight. Ugh. Overcooked it. Overcooked it. Gotta admit, that's pretty cool. This is so cool. All right, docking collar is opened. Yeah, so when I built this, I actually meant to do this. This is supposed to be gone. And they're way too low. Yeah. Actually, as a matter of fact, that can go away. That probably should have done that earlier. Okay. Whoa, wrong one. I don't know what that is, doctor, but do tell. Or maybe something I look up after this one. Maybe. Maybe. Potentially. Still wish I had a little more daylight. I'm going to make all kinds of squinty, funny faces now. All right, hang on a second. Let's stop what we got going here. Shoot, wrong ones. I'll stop. I'll stop. Quick, quiet. Down ladder. Let's try that again, shall we? Back it up. Oh, I will check into it. I'm not a big mods guy, but if it's something that they have, you know what I mean? Like if that's information that they have when they're I gotta focus here. Focus, focus, focus. All right. Prepare for dock. Wrong side. There we go. We have capture. Woo! Welcome to Stream Doctor and Romp. Thank you very much for coming by and hanging out. Rescast TV here is a project between myself and a buddy of mine, PreacherMan23. He just left a little while ago. He races in iRacing. I do on occasion as well. He's going to be over there streaming on his channel, but we kind of life happened and this channel kind of sat to the side. But now, you know, we're kind of picking things back up again. We're starting to stream a little bit more. So I'm glad you guys stopped by and are hanging out and watching this rookie for playing. Thanks, Pi. I appreciate it. And yes, definitely careful, Doctor. That is delicate work. Let's see. Well, I'll start calling you Captain. That's right. I'll stop good quiet. I've seen Hunt for October too many times. So let's see, the mod is docking port alignment. Gotcha. Okay, so it doesn't actually do the docking for you. It just gives you some of the information. Let's see. Position of the docking ports and speeds in which direction you're going. That actually might be pretty cool to look into. I may look into that one. I do like to keep the number of mods I use limited because I hate having to keep up with them. Versions, things like that. But I'll definitely look into it. Matter of fact, while you're saying that they're a docking port alignment, so I don't forget it. Go ahead and just goggle that. So I've got it up on my screen. All right. Okay, so I've actually been streaming for a while now. I don't know how long, but so far I've done 2 rendezvous, 2 dockings, and 2 re-entries tonight. Because I actually had done a docking yesterday and left the ship up there and then did the re-entry earlier. I'm gotta go get some dinner, but I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah, and I may or may not use it, Pi. I actually so I feel. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be parts where I just lose it. Like you saw at one point, I started losing. I went the wrong direction and I overcorrected. But I do feel pretty good now, at least infinitely more so than I did earlier about the docking portion of it. The rendezvous, I still have a lot to learn about that, but I'm starting to get it. You guys are awesome out there helping me out with that. But at the same time, I also do believe in if it's providing data that they have, you know, when they're docking a Soyuz or a Dragon capsule, then, I mean, why not have that? Other than I don't want to clutter up my screen if it's not necessary. But I'll take a look at it. But I do feel pretty good about my docking right now. That'll change when I completely wreck something. But that was really cool. So at a certain point, you can just eyeball it. And you know, I feel good about that. So, I don't even know. How long have I been streaming? I have no clue. Haven't a clue. But anyway, so I was saying this is Rescast TV. Feel free to give us a follow if you don't already. our stream schedule down below is hogwash. That is from that is from when we were streaming like a year ago. Um, this right now, us streaming is actually kind of happening semi-organically as opposed to very planned like it was last year. Um, and so it's I don't know. We're not sure what it's going to be. We're just trying to have fun with it. Life got in the way last time, and it kind of became a bit of a job. At that point in time, I was working like 12-hour days and insanity. So, but but right now we're gonna maybe come up with a stream schedule. You know, for right now it's kind of like whenever we're on, but we are hoping to stream on the regular. Um, and we still stream on our own channels. Preach more so than me. Because he actually has a following over there. My own channel, I have like 30 followers, so not very many. But I am gonna go ahead and call it a night. I'm gonna as much as I don't want to, I actually have some work I need to. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. What do we have here? Why am I spinning? So what did I do to cause that? What did I do to cause that? Oh, jeez. Think for a minute here. I'm not helping things. This is not going to end well. Yeah, but I thought, even without the SAS, I thought it would... I guess it wouldn't. That's right. Okay. Interesting. So how tough are these couplers? Are these couplers pretty tough? Like, am I about to snap the thing off? Interesting. Oh, that might do it. I think... Whoa. No, it's still doing the... Oh, are they both at both SAS wheels on? Is that possibly what's causing an issue? Are they fighting right now? I wonder if that's a problem. All right, so let's say I wanted to... Let's aim the antenna back down here. Yeesh! All right, so how do I disable the SAS wheel? It would be in here, right? Do I just change the wheel authority to 0? Okay, yeah, see, this is getting into... Nothing. It doesn't seem to have any effect here. Now wait a minute. That might have been it. Well, it seems to be less. I don't have a pilot in the hab module. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that was it. Oh, but because I'm controlling from here, I think I know what's happening. Yeah. Yeah. So I was controlling from the hab module. Okay. A lot of little things to this game. All right. So, all that said, we're docked for a second time tonight, which means we rendezvoused. Thank you again, Pi. We've had, yeah, it was a good night. I'd like to keep playing, but it's 10 o'clock, and I actually have some work I have to do. And I have to eat dinner. So you guys are awesome. If you haven't followed, please go ahead and give us a follow. Like I said, we will be streaming. I just don't know what our schedule is. I streamed yesterday. And there's kind of two of us because, sometimes we'll hop on the stream together. I had Chad, another friend of ours, Lewis, in Disc. And sometimes I can get Chat and I on the same stream, both cameras on. And people seem to think that's funny. They say we're like an old married couple sometimes. I don't know. Who knows? But we're going to be streaming Kerbal, iRacing, and then who knows? I mean, we were playing Ark for a while. Yeah, there's some EVE Online. I haven't streamed that in a while. But that we definitely used to stream that. I got to be careful with that, though, because I think I'm fine. I joined EVE University with my son, who's now no longer playing. Wow, that's really loud. Pi, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. And that is the Rolex 24 car race. That is not too far from my house. Thank you very much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Potentially EVE, Sick. I potentially... I actually did just switch back to Alpha Clone because I haven't been playing it. But I did pop in long enough just to kind of be there, so I didn't get kicked from eUni. But yeah, I think so. I think that could definitely be in the near future. So other than that, thank you again for hanging out. We'll catch you again real soon. Again, maybe tomorrow night. Who knows? Y'all take care.